Hi there. What we're going to do is talk about the Beatles. Last time we talked about the Beatles Red, 62 to 66. And this time we're going to talk about the second half. We're going to talk about the Blue. It's a great album. As I mentioned, I think I prefer the earlier songs. I think that the songs on this are really good, but it all depends on what sort of mood you're in. I do like the songs on this. Something I didn't mention in the last video was that the just checking out Wikipedia, that these albums were these were inspired by by a repackaging of the Beach Boys, which I thought was really interesting. Although according to, it says that, but then it says that one came in 1974 and this one came in 1973, which would, I guess it's Wikipedia. We all know how credible Wikipedia can be sometimes. Never realised, like I'm talking about like when I first heard about Wikipedia, like so many years ago, I thought it was more factual. It's like some other sites. Yeah, you believe that they're like factual, but so yeah. And this is the also the 2014 version. So we got their shot in 1970, which is kind of a cool shot. And then if you flip over the other side, which is something I mentioned in the other video, for some reason they've went for the 1970, I don't know, year 73 or 4, when they, that's the photo that they had taken at the EMI Studios. Now the inside of this is it's identical. This is another thing I don't really understand. You remember this one from what I hope you saw in the last video. One improvement. This has got songs that this doesn't just focus on the Lennon-McCartney songs. I'm not sure why they changed. I know that George's, but if we look at it, side 1 and 2, this is of the vinyl. They're all Lennon-McCartney hits. Side 3, we've got While My Guitar Gently Weeps and Old Brown Shoe on side 3 under George Harrison. Side 4, Here Comes the Sun, Something by George, and the Octopus's Garden, the Ringo Starr number. Now, yeah, it's definitely, it would have been interesting to know like what it would have been like, what these songs would have been like if they were like still touring and stuff. I think that would have been really interesting. They must have, for a band that was in the second half of their career, was just a studio band. They it's you'd think that they'd be able to. There's a lot of bands. You'd think that they'd be able to coexist just for the music alone. I guess not everything is not everything is about money, as we know. Got to maybe show you both sides. I don't know, just why not? Just cause. There you go. Wasn't being weird then. I was trying to, what even, it's like a pretty good thumbnail. Bit lower. Hey, you can even see myself on the record. Look at that. Anyway, let's be serious. And so yeah, I would definitely this particular compilation is actually more of a compilation than the first one. Has many as I said, it's got other songs, the different this is the 2-disc version, and the 2-disc, but we a couple of years ago they had the 3-disc version, which always been tempted to kind of get, but I often feel like I probably don't listen to these enough to really warrant it. But there's certainly great stuff. Now, we've spoken about a lot of this stuff. Well, let's talk about what my favourite songs are. I think, if I was to say what the best song, it's really a mood thing, but I'm just having a look down this. I'd nearly say Get Back is one of the best songs, and Come Together. And I've always had a soft spot for the Ballad of John and Yoko. I think it really shows and kind of talks about, not that everything is about, has to be about a true thing out of life. You can take whatever you want out of lyrics, but it really ain't easy. Sure isn't. Imagine it was really frustrating for the members of the Beatles to have high expectations. People really expected so much of them. And I've seen a quote. Elvis Presley once said that, to kind of quasi quote it, is like a celebrity is one thing, but a human being's another. These people, they're all just people in the end. They just happen to do certain different things for a living, and they entertain, perform, and come up with some really good music, which I believe is featured on this. I know the 3-disc edition has a few more songs. Now, I can't think of what they are at the moment. I should have looked them up, but it's kind of irrelevant to I believe, because this is my experience with this particular record, and in the other video, the Red. So I had both these on cassette about 1994 or 5, right when the anthology was, people were starting to really talk about the anthology was coming and whatnot. They were exciting times, and there was the BBC sessions, which I think some of those BBC session recordings are some of my favourite renditions of their favourite songs, like Chuck Berry and whatnot. But we can talk about that in another one. I put a rating on this. I'm going to give this a 4-star out of 5. Because as great as it is, I think it could have been better. Could have had, other songs. And that's really I have to say about that. like to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Consider liking and subscribing and sharing the video maybe. But most of all, I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.